Introduction to Integrated Information Theory. Integrated information theory is one of the main scientific theories of consciousness. Its first version appeared in 2004, and it has been refined in successive versions to date. It is based on previous research conducted since 1991 by its creator, neuroscientist Giulio Tononi, in collaboration with Nobel laureate Gerald Edelman. It attempts to explain the phenomenology of consciousness, not its functional, computational, behavioral, or neural correlates. Main problem of IIT addressed by this paper. IIT 4.0 rejects the usual stance that consciousness is generated by the brain, postulating instead that consciousness is epistemically and ontologically primitive, and that the physical domain is merely an operational construct. However, the main issue is that such a radical stance has not been specified in a philosophically rigorous manner, thereby undermining the theoretical robustness and explanatory potential of the theory. Moreover, the theory appears to present a significant tension between the radical primacy it grants to consciousness and the realism regarding the external world it also embraces. The main contribution of our paper is to define the ontology of IIT 4.0 and the type of realism it is compatible with. IIT 4.0's idealistic ontology. Phenomenal primitivism, conscious experiences are ontologically primary, underived, and irreducible. Eliminativism regarding non-complexes, all non-conscious physical entities do not truly exist. Reductionism regarding phi structures and complexes, conscious physical systems, such as conscious neural networks in the waking brain, actually exist as phi structures, which are nothing but conscious experiences. The tension between IIT's idealistic ontology and its realism. We should assume that something exists independently of our own experience. Although IIT starts from our phenomenology, it is fully consistent with realism. But what truly exists is an intrinsic entity that exists for itself, absolutely, rather than relative to an external observer. IIT simultaneously states that, ultimately, there are only experiences, and that there is an experience-independent existence. However, the first and the second seem to contradict each other. If ultimately there are only experiences, then there is no experience-independent existence. In turn, if there are things that exist independently of any experience, then it would not be the case that, ultimately, only experiences exist. Non-solipsistic idealist realism. Our proposal interprets IIT's realist claim that something exists independently of our own experience as the claim that something here means other experiences, which exist independently of our own. The external world does exist independent of my consciousness, it is just that it is mainly constituted by other consciousnesses, beyond my own. This interpretation both respects IIT's rejection of solipsism and its idealistic ontology. Then, if IIT is true, when I observe a conscious entity, the way it appears to me is dependent on my consciousness, but at the same time, such a conscious entity truly exists independently of me, as an intrinsic, specific, definite and integrated phenomenal structure, that is, as a subjective experience of its own existence. Conclusions and future work. In the present article, we move towards a better philosophical understanding of IIT 4.0, focusing on its ontology and the kind of realism it is compatible with. We have defined the idealistic ontology of IIT 4.0 as a combination of phenomenal primitivism, eliminativism regarding all non-conscious physical entities, reductionism regarding phi structures and complexes. We defined IIT's realism as a non-solipsistic idealistic realism. External reality is independent of my own mind, but is fundamentally constituted by other minds. Do you want to show your research progress to more scholars? Contribute an entry that will be linked to your paper on the encyclopedia platform, providing an opportunity for over 35,000 scholars to access and explore your research. Have you ever tried to show your latest research in a vivid way? Encyclopedia SciPlayer provides a service with which you can transfer your research to a live video format. Do you want to publish a new paper? Encyclopedia has an international, peer-reviewed, and open-access journal. Do you require a discount when you publish research in journals? Anyone who contributes to Encyclopedia can obtain vouchers for MDPI Journal's article processing charges. Encyclopedia aims to create an open-access knowledge-sharing platform for all scholars. To find more information, search for encyclopedia.pub.